They're the greatest humans in football. They have no official statistic. Think about it. We make them up. What do we call them, pancake blocks? Come on, man, that doesn't show up in the stats. D linemen get hurries, they get sacks, they get fumble recoveries. Do they go in the books, Art, with a fumble recovery, an offensive lineman? He gets credit? That's a bad statistic, buddy. So you know what they care about? Their team. The scoreboard is the only stat they pay attention.
I just said we going full speed, but y'all ain't doing full speed. Stop being soft, man. And throw your hands up again while you out there, bro. I saw you. Take it like a man. Y'all just been lazy as and that's no respect. You can't even look at me like a man. If we're not gonna run, we can run gases after practice. We can do that. We're not gonna sprint off the ball. That's bro. Let's go get our ass kicked. I'll be damned if we give up 50-some sacks this year. I'll be damned with that. Y'all ain't gonna be here.
One-on-one, got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. So what's up? Yeah. So what's up? I can't accept the loss. I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history.
Number one.
Kahlil Benson was born on August 30th in Memphis, Tennessee. His hometown is listed as South Haven, Mississippi, the largest suburb of Memphis, with an estimated population of 54,648. Prior to moving to South Haven, he lived in the country with his grandmother in Tallahatchie County, Mississippi. Son of Latanya Benson, he has two younger siblings. Kahlil's cousin is Kevin Elliott, who played in the NFL for the Jacksonville Jaguars and Buffalo Bills.
Dear Mom and Grandma, to pick one person that have paved the way would be unfair to both of you. First, to my grandma, who has given me every tool to grow in this world. You have taught me the right way of the Bible and core values. You have taught me friendship and respect, and gave me high aspirations for myself. I miss and love you dearly, as you have parted ways with us, but leaving pieces of you I can cherish and pass down to help others. I thank you and will always love you more than ever. And to my mom, who has always had my back. As a single parent to my siblings and I, doing the things that you are currently doing does not go unnoticed at all. You two are strong black women. Latanya Benson and Odessi Hudson Benson, both of you have led me in the right way. You paved the way, you've laid the foundation. I stand upon your shoulders ready to lead the next generation. You are my hero, you are my inspiration, and you are Black history.
Kahlil Benson attended South Haven High School, the class of 2020. South Haven is a suburban public high school located in South Haven, Mississippi. An offensive lineman for head coach John Stevenson at South Haven High School. First team All-State selection, South Haven team captain, played in the 2020 International Bowl, team captain in the Bernard Blackwell North-South All-Star Game, ranked the number 17 prospect in Mississippi, and the number 38 offensive guard nationally by ESPN. 4-year football and 2-year track and field, shot put letter winner, student ambassador, volunteered at a school for special needs students. He was number 10 on the Commercial Appeals inaugural 2019 Dandy Dozen, a collection of the top 12 college football prospects for the class of 2020 for the Mid-South as picked by the newspaper. Obviously, he's huge. That always helps. He's also extremely athletic. He could very easily be signing in the SEC as a defensive tackle, said South Haven coach John Stevenson. He has that kind of athleticism. Very fast feet, very fast first step. He can run. For someone who is 6'5" and over 300 pounds, he can move. Stevenson said that Benson brings energy and excitement to the South Haven team. He works hard in the weight room and shows off his dance moves afterward. He also brings a mature approach to practice and babysitting his 2 younger sisters. He approaches the game the same way he approaches life, very passionate. I think that's one of the things that makes our personalities click so well. And it pays inside those trenches, Coach Stevenson told the Commercial Appeal. He shows that it's okay to be a good guy and take care of your sisters and make sure things are taken care of in the household. And then he goes out and plays lineman with some attitude. You can just tell he's got a very high maturity. There isn't anything I wouldn't trust him to do, and that's the highest compliment I can give. He's that genuine. He's all heart. He's definitely a family guy, not just with his blood, but in our school and in our locker room. Kahlil enjoys fishing, gardening, and he loves to eat. His favorite meal is turkey necks, pinto beans, greens, and cornbread. Kahlil Benson received football scholarship offers from Tulane, ULM, Southern Miss, Ole Miss, Memphis, Mississippi State University, Kentucky, University of Louisiana, Indiana, Middle Tennessee, Austin Peay, University of Tennessee, among others. On June 9, 2019, he committed to Ole Miss Rebels. When I go down there, the relationship just automatically clicks, and even outside of being at the school, we talk, said Benson when asked why he picked the Rebels. It's just the relationship with the coaches and being around them and the players. On December 12, 2019, he reopened his recruitment after Ole Miss fired head coach Matt Luke and later hired Lane Kiffin, prompting Kahlil to take another look at Indiana, which he said had made him feel like a priority since they made him an offer in the summer. On January 24, 2020, Kahlil took an official visit to Bloomington and described it as cold, fun, and a place where people treat you like family. He liked how the coaching staff broke down their plans for him. Prior to his Indiana visit, he played in the International Bowl on January 14th at AT&T Stadium, and on January 13th, he participated in community outreach. Kahlil stated, "The best part of my experience is the part that we give back. A lot of people don't see the work we do behind the scenes, or they think it's all football. But to me, this is the best part of my trip. We give back and make a difference in someone else's life." On February 5th, 2020, he committed to Indiana University and signed his letter of intent on the same day. "The reason why I picked them is that it was the best fit for me, relationship-wise, and it's comfortable," Benson said. "I like the atmosphere and just being around the guys, and it's going to take me out of my comfort zone and let me see new things outside of Mississippi."
This is a team that had a really impressive year with Tom Allen, 8 wins on the season. You can see some of the top guys they are bringing in, including a 4-star wide receiver named Rashawn Williams. Well, we talked with Tom Allen back in December, and he told us what stood out from him the most from this class.
we signed 6 offensive linemen, and that was a big priority for us. And we have several seniors that we had to replace. And so just getting some length and mass in that group was a huge priority. So to me, that's what sticks out.
Still getting used to this new second signing day. Just continues to be a unique feel for it. The first one kind of came and went. We're getting ready for a bowl game, a lot going on, and this one just is not as eventful because of the numbers that you're dealing with. So had a couple spots to fill today, and we're able to fill both of those. So really continue to be excited about the offensive line additions and how this class has rounded itself out. It's going to be a smaller class than we've had, but also adding Kahlil Benson, a big old offensive lineman out of South Haven, Mississippi. Just really excited about him and his potential here, as is the case with all these guys. They all got to come here and prove that they're what we think they're going to be. But just from a physical perspective, obviously a big man. If you want a big recruiter, big, and he's long and has really good size, already 330 pounds plus, and it just comes from a really, really great family. I loved getting to know him and going to school, just the kind of young man that he is, the way he's viewed by principal, AD, counselors, teachers. Just really impressed. Getting a first-class young man that's going to come here and work extremely hard. And he's got tremendous ability to grow and develop in our program.
Coach, coming off an 8-win year, going to the Gator Bowl, were there any examples of all that success paying off in this cycle? And was there any early signs of it paying off for the 2021 cycle?
Well, I think I was asked that before, and I think my answer was that I kind of felt like moving forward was where you're going to see the bigger benefits of it. A lot of the guys that we had in this class were already committed, really, really bought into what we were doing before we had the season that we had. But I do think getting a young man like Kahlil, I think that was part of it. I think we'd be able to talk about, and not just to hear, but to see what we did, being from that part of the country there where the SEC schools were heavily in contention for him. And so that allowed us to, against an SEC team in that bowl game, the season that we had. So I think that was definitely a byproduct of that. And then I think for sure moving forward with the 21 class, 22 class, which is going to be these next 2 classes are going to be important for us.
On June 22nd, 2020, he enrolled at Indiana University. In 2020, his true freshman season, he suffered an ACL injury during fall camp and redshirted. The next season, 2021, as a redshirt freshman, he did not see any game action. During the 2022 season, Kahlil Benson appeared in all 12 games with 5 starts. He made his collegiate debut on special teams against Illinois on September 2nd. He played on special teams and in the fourth quarter on offense against Idaho on September 10th. He rotated at right guard with Tim Weaver against Western Kentucky on September 17th and protected quarterback Connor Bazelak as he threw for 364 yards and 2 touchdowns. He helped the offense gain 484 yards of total offense against the Hilltoppers. He made his first career start at Rutgers on October 22nd.
Left throws right to Shivers, and Shivers, he burst through the 40.
Really good play call.
Pick up a 10 on first down. Bazelak now throws. That's caught inside the 25-yard line. Cam Camper.
He doesn't look like he's running away yet.
After a gain of 6. On second down and 4. Bazelak keeps it. He'll tuck it. Looking for the pylon. He's got it. Touchdown, Indiana.
He helped the offense pile up 257 rushing yards at Michigan State on November 19. It's most in a Big Ten game since 2019 versus Rutgers, 260 yards.
It's Henderson cutting back and finding the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Kicking into the wind. High snap. Put down by Berger, and it's blocked. James Head Jr. and the Indiana defense with a block. Is the tailback. Shivers works his way inside to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana.
He helped the offense outgame Purdue on November 26. 421 to 388 in total offense and paved the way for 215 yards rushing. He helped Jalen Lucas post his first career 100-yard rushing game.
I wanted to ask you about your summer trip down south from Selma to Montgomery. What did you learn? How was that experience, and why was it so special?
I learned a lot, actually. It was a great trip, first of all, overall. Life-changing experience. I think if you're very interested in learning about your culture and everything, even if it's not yours, like different races, it's very life-changing. I encourage everybody to go down. I learned a whole bunch. It's hard to talk about because it's kind of hard to talk about because if you wasn't there, it's like you got to feel it. It's like a feeling type thing. You have to see it for yourself. But most of the things I learned, like I tell everybody, I seen a mural that said education is key. And I mean, it's simple as that, you know what I'm saying? Education is key to our success. That's exactly what it said. So I mean, if you want to be successful, you have to put yourself in a position to where you want to learn more stuff and do more things and get out your comfort zone and stuff like that. So,
back to the football side of things. First day of fall camp, Coach Bostad described it as you guys are out there in your underwear. But how does it feel to be back out there with the whole team?
It feels great. Back here, energy was high. Everybody's working together. Both sides of the ball clicking together, working on the technique, fundamentals, starting from the top. It feels great. I mean, I'm trying to ready for to get to the season. Almost it's chills running down my body because I know it's going to be a great season. And fall camp is as well. So,
Coach Bostad's been with you the spring practice through the summer and now at the fall camp. What are the differences you see with him coaching as opposed to other coaches?
Technique. A lot of different technique. He's very technical. He's very detailed. You have to have this right because if it's not right, then you're one wrong step, the whole place messed up. Working together as a team, making sure everybody knows where they're at, learning the defense. You have to know the defense. You have to know where the mic is. You have to know where the wheel. Every position of defense, you have to know. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's very technical. He came here with a chip on his shoulder, ready to get into it, very excited to get to work with us, and we accepted him with open arms. And I feel like it's a great thing that he came here to keep us going up, moving up forward.
That's good pad level right there. Pad level, flat back, ready. Go. Go. You see how you open way up right here? You're a right guard right here, and you're opening, your ass is facing this way right now. You need to be like this the whole time, this whole drill. And that guy's screaming over the top. That's exactly what I figured you do. You got to stay on him because he ran through.
Oh, okay.
So he's done. He's snapping off. So we are gapped to that guy. Oh, boy. Re-accelerate, Coop. Re-accelerate to that linebacker. Ready.
During the 2023 season, he started in all 12 games at right tackle. On September 8th versus Indiana State, he helped the offense produce 568 total yards of offense and 5 rushing touchdowns, the most rushing scores by an Indiana offense since 2016, and the most of the Tom Allen era. Versus Louisville, on September 16th, he helped protect the offense to 357 yards of total offense, held strong for Tayon Jackson's 299 passing yards and passing touchdown, paved the way for the team's 97-yard scoring drive in the third quarter, the longest by an Indiana team since a 98-yard drive in 2019 against Rutgers on October 12th. At Penn State, on October 28th, he guided the offense to 349 yards of total offense, allowed Brendan Sorsby to throw for 269 yards and 3 touchdown passes. 2 of Sorsby's touchdowns went for 60-plus yards. The first game since at least 1996 that Indiana recorded 2 60-plus yard offensive touchdowns. 2 60-plus yard offensive touchdowns in the game marked the first time since 2014 an Indiana offense produced multiple scores in a game. At Illinois on November 11th, he helped protect the offense to 451 yards of total offense. He enabled Brendan Sorsby to post a 22-for-31 passing day with 289 yards and 3 touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns. The team's 45 points were the most scored in a Big Ten game since Indiana put up 54 points at Purdue in 2015.
A powerful run for Brendan Sorsby. You said it in a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Sorsby Back across the middle and throws it in for a touchdown. No flags. Sorsby and Carter connect for 6 with a flag down in the end zone to tie the game. Sorsby to Williams. He's in for 2.
Versus Michigan State on November 18th, he protected the offense to 402 yards of total offense and 3 touchdowns. At Purdue on November 25th, he helped protect the offense to 359 yards of total offense and 3 passing touchdowns.
Indiana fans are pressuring on the program to make some changes. After a 35-31 loss to state rivals Purdue, the 2023 season has officially come to a close for Indiana, and the Hoosiers are now in the hunt for a new head coach. The Indy Star breaking the story Sunday morning that sources confirmed the Indiana football program will be parting ways with head coach Tom Allen after 7 seasons. In 2016, Tom Allen became the head coach for the Hoosiers. Allen found success in 2019 and 2020, even securing 2 visits to a bowl game.
Tom Allen gets his first ever top 25 win, and for the first time since 1987.
But the downfall was the following 2022 2-win season. Now in 2023, it's a tough 3-9 record, and the Hoosiers now sit at the bottom of the Big Ten standings. This is big news for the future of Indiana football, but the big question remains: who's coming to Bloomington, and who else might be considering a departure?
Moving out the purges, I give time if it was worth it. If you coming for my fam, then you know I take it personal. Say that you the GOAT, I asked around, I never heard of you. Rocky road ahead, and there's some things I had to hurt of. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah.
Got more talent than anybody. You can see it, Cat's talented as all get out. But what's the separating factor? When talent meets talent, talent is no longer enough. When talent meets talent, talent is no longer enough. Now it's about who has character. Now it's about who has integrity. Now it's about who's dedicated, who's committed. Now it's about who's gonna show up on time. Now it's about who's willing to do extra.
Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah, windows down so all the haters see me. Back then they didn't want me, now they wanna beat me. Keep the grass cut low, cause them snakes still sleazy. Always knew I had to glow, I just had to find a reason. Walk around looking like I own the place. I don't waste no food, man, I always finish off the plate. Ain't come to play, trenches baby, can't believe we made it safe. Something out of nothing, yeah, we made a way. So hungry, think I overate. Every single shot, then I'm thinking John Wick. Every loss got a lesson, every make got a miss. I can't even think of a man that had me terrified. We got options, pick your poison or just pick a side. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Ain't no picking on me, y'all about to get me going. Yeah. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison. Pick a side, pick your poison.
You crying when I did it? Get back down, you cry baby ass. Get down. Lay blue. Right. I like that, Harvey. Watch who you talking to, boy. You still got that low. Hey, cry baby ass. Get up. Hustle on, hustle on, hustle on. He blue. Lose another rep. Lose another rep, boy. Lose another rep. Hustle on, hustle on, hustle on. Oh, shit. Look at that. Fuck down.
What's up, Buff Nation? It's Kahlil Benson here, offensive tackle for University of Colorado. Y'all been asking me a lot about DT2, where I'm going to drop it, what I'm going to do with it. I've been reading the comments, I see the retweets, I see all of that. So look, we're about to start this thing off right. But first, we got to tell you where DT2 originated from. DT2 originated from me, my mom, my cousin, sitting in the hotel room, just chilling, talking, thinking about what we're going to do, thinking about the next season, what we thinking about, you know what I'm saying, like how can we motivate ourselves and bring something to this team for real. So I end up, me and my cousin, just talking, sitting there, and he said DT2. So I look at my mom, I'm like, DT2? We look back at each other, what's DT2, man? He said, don't touch two, man. I said, oh, that's really a standard though, because as offensive linemen, we all know that we can't let our quarterback get touched. So we come up with DT2, don't touch two, and we're going to be with that all season for real, because we standing on business, man. I'm just letting y'all know.
I think they're playing with house money. They're already 3 wins. They won a game last year. We've already seen the exposure this program is getting and what Deion Sanders is doing. He's going to bring in more and more talent. I'm scared Shedeur is not going to finish the season healthy. You mentioned the sacks, but he's taking big hits, man. He took big hits against Colorado State, and I agree with you. Oregon, different animal. That Colorado defense has not showed me a lot. No. I think Oregon will score at will. I've said this multiple times this week. I think Oregon scores 60-plus points. I really do.
Empty set for Shedeur. As time before that happens, eventually it closed down, and it was the transfer from the SEC.
10 left tackle over here, and it's hard for him to bend. You see that there's DNs and more athletic guys that sometimes duck under him. That time, yeah, he's a guy that has to step up for this offense with no Travis Hunter out there.
Here's tempo. Sanders. Tackle, sacked.
The football, it's Brandon Dorless, big number 3, at 290 pounds. Man, he's athletic.
Shedeur backing up again, taken down again. And this offensive line gives way.
Boy, the defensive coordinator coming from the left side. That's not an easy block when a safety's got a 15-yard head start at you. And another sack for this Oregon defense.
Evan Williams charging in. 3rd and 6. 4-man rush. Shedeur spins out of it. Another man in his face and sacked again. That's the 4th time.
I was there Saturday night, and every time I'm sitting watching Shedeur, by the time he drops back and get to his spot, that rush was already there. Yep. You know what I mean? It was hard to watch because I was like, man, you can see where they'll have opportunities, but as soon as he got back, and he tried to make the most of it, still made some plays, you know what I mean? But with that many people on you all the time coming at you, the stat, 3 times this year, he's gotten sacked 7 times in a game. I don't know that anybody's ever gone through that kind of pressure at the quarterback position. So Deion knew this in the beginning of the year when we talked about it. He said, I'm going to have to go through this year, hold his line together, and then get some more guys in here and take off. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to next year. Now that these kids have gotten an understanding of playing on this level, there are a lot of linemen sitting behind some other linemen at some other school saying, boy, I could be on that team and playing right now and getting all of this notoriety, so he should get some opportunities.
I mean, it's just sad. It's sad, Irv. I mean, that's tough to watch. I'm sure it's tougher for Prime to watch because it's his son.
Right.
Because it looks like, at times, it looks like they're throwing screen passes. But it ain't no screen set up. Herb, it ain't no screen set up. These guys are getting back there at the snap of the football, and these aren't all world beater defensive linemen. Sometimes you could say, hey, man, that's an All-American. That's a monster right there. You're going to have some trouble with him. These are Jags out there, just normal guys who some of these are their first and second sacks of the season, and these guys just aren't effective. And I feel for Shedeur because it's hard to evaluate a quarterback when he's under this much duress consistently. You can't even tell what kind of decisions he's trying to make because he can't make a decision. He just got to try to get the ball out as fast as he can. There's no reading involved. He's as soon as he hits his back foot, somebody's in his shoulder pads. I mean, at one point they rushed 5 and I seen 6 people land on him. I said, what in the world is this? Like, my goodness. And so Pron's saying the right things, but what can you do at this point in the season when your offensive line is playing like this other than, just make the best of it? And that's what Shedeur is saying. But for him to have to take a shot at halftime, you hate to see it.
Right.
Yeah. And Shedeur was the most sacked quarterback in all of college football last year, and I think that's about to change.
Yeah, that will never happen again.
Never happen again.
Never happen again.
Thank you.
Man, that's right, boy.
That shit lazy, bro. Let's go get our ass kicked. I'll be damned if we give up 50-some sacks this year. I'll be damned with that. Y'all ain't gonna be here.